This is a no bullshit guide on the new 9% corporate tax and the new regime that is going to come to Dubai and the UAE in a couple of months. The reality is that we are only subject to corporate tax on income generated here in Dubai and the UAE. There's a lot of people out there saying Dubai is going to have taxes. Oh my God, 9%. It's going to be the same as Cyprus or other countries, so Dubai is going to die if you sell here in Dubai and the UAE. You will also have a $100,000 exemption, which you will not pay tax on. And personal income is also not taxed. So even if you sell here in Dubai, you can always pay yourself out personal income and then not pay tax on that. And the 9% is not that bad. If you account for expenses, you're going to probably add more things as business expenses than you did before if you sell here in Dubai. If you don't sell here in Dubai and the UAE, which is most of my clients, 99% of them, you will have a free zone company. Free zone companies are not subject to the 9% corporate tax now or later. Maybe in 3-5 years, we will have the 9% tax on free zone companies as well. Maybe there's some exemptions. Maybe there are business expenses that we can add on to the free zone. Personal income is not taxed. Capital gains is not taxed. I will update you if anything changes. If you have a free zone company, you won't pay the tax. And the actual taxes, the corporate tax of 9%, is only starting in 2024, any financial year after June 2023, meaning that you don't need to pay any corporate tax starting June 2023. It's on the financial year after 2023, meaning that it's January to December 2024. So you have a whole year to prepare. This is the truth. I got this from accountants here in Dubai. And the reality is most accountants here have no idea what they're talking about. So don't just call accountants in Dubai to try to figure it out. Most of them will tell you they don't have the right guidance or guidelines or anything. So don't trust anyone. When it comes to auditing and tax returns, free zone companies will still need to do tax returns and auditing starting 2024, financial year 2024. These will be very simple. It's sort of like applying for a US LLC as a non-resident. If you have that US LLC, the US LLC makes money, and you're a non-resident, non-citizen of the US, you need to file a tax form saying how much money you made, your income, your expenses, but there is no tax on that form. You don't owe anything to the US government. The same thing will happen here. You need to file a form saying how much you made and how many expenses you had and the total profit of the year. And they might also do auditing of different companies. So if you're going to close your free zone company, there will be an auditing process. And the tax authority here in Dubai will audit some free zone companies to see if they are selling in the mainland. What I recommend, if you might have some mainland income, if you have 95% free zone income but 5% mainland income, is to separate them completely. The 5% will go to a mainland license in which you will pay tax if you're over the 100,000 exemption, and the free zone company won't pay any tax, and you'll file 2 separate returns for both companies. Every company that you have will need to file a tax return, so don't just start 5 different free zone companies like some people do here. Start one, get your visa through that one. If you really need another one, then start the other one, because each company will have to do their own tax return. The great thing is that any taxes paid to another country will be deducted from the taxes owed for your mainland income. So if you're a US citizen and you start a company here and you own it 100%, you're liable for the 10.5 GILTI tax to the USA. That means that if you pay 10.5 to the US on your free zone company, and let's say that you get audited and it turns out you pay mainland income tax, that 9% wouldn't apply to you because you're already paying 10.5 to the US. So it'll be deducted. So any money that you owe the UAE, the money that you already paid to the US will be deducted from that amount, and therefore you won't owe anything. And you won't also have any tax credits or tax refunds. That doesn't work here in Dubai as you're used to in the US. If you have any questions on the corporate tax changes and rules about taxes here in Dubai and the UAE, drop them down in the comments. And as soon as I know the real answer to them, because everything is up in the air, accountants are not sure about the guidelines and they will come in the next couple of weeks, drop your questions down below. I will answer them as soon as I get information. Bottom line is, free zone companies that operate in Dubai, selling to outside of Dubai, which is most of my clientele, will not pay any tax starting 2024, but you will have tax returns and potential auditing, which we will help with. Wealthy Expat will help you with this. You don't need to figure it out yourself with these accountants here that know nothing about anything. What I do recommend all my clients, specifically if you have a free zone company, but also if you have a mainland, you really need to do it, is to register for VAT, for value added tax. You have a 5% VAT if you sell here in the mainland of Dubai and the UAE. Register for VAT starting 2024. just to be compliant. They are having back and forth discussions about free zone companies. Do you need to be registered for VAT or not? I would recommend after 2024, January, to register for VAT just in case they make it compulsory for any company here in Dubai. In the UAE, they're being pressured, bullied by high-tax countries. It is the most visited destination of 2022. Of course, they're gonna have doubts and questions about why is that country tax-free, while here we have 50%, 60% tax like in Scandinavia. Of course, they're going to protest, they're going to pressure, they're going to bully this country into adding taxes. That's why they added this 9% corporate tax. They don't have a personal income tax. It's built in the culture that we will not have a personal income tax. Maybe in 5-10 years, they add 2 or 3% like Oman proposed, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. How I see it in the future, this tax will mainly affect large mainland companies set up here in Dubai that can't just pay out $5 million to 20 people as personal income. So they pay personal income tax at 0%, and then there's no money in the company. You can't just do that if you have hundreds of employees and you're making hundreds of millions of dollars per year and you're selling in the mainland. It's just not going to be feasible. Those are the companies that are going to pay that tax. But they will get something in return. Easier to get loans, better banking relationships, tax credits, better help from the government, citizenship, permanent residency. We will see what they offer in exchange for the corporate tax for those companies that will pay it. For most people, including you, the wealthy expat that is not selling here in Dubai and the UAE, this corporate tax will not affect you in any way. You will just need to do the auditing and the tax returns, which we will take care of. If you want to know how to set up here in Dubai and the UAE, start a company, get a visa, pay 0 taxes, check out this video right here on the new and easier process to get residency here in Dubai and pay less taxes right now.